Hey, what's up, y'all? Jay here.
I'm Meka.
And we are doing Big Brother episode 27 of season 27 review. This was the Big Brother Blockbuster and Eviction episode. So this episode starts after last episode where Morgan took herself off of the block because she wanted the veto, and Keanu put up Ashley as a replacement. And then we go right into the BS of Ashley and Rachel acting like thing one and thing two. Pretty much attacking Keanu for
both of them, but they were acting.
Yeah, they were doing the most.
They were accusing him of things he wasn't doing.
Yeah.
Baiting him.
Yeah, they were really trying to bait him into kind of blowing up and causing an issue to kind of turn the house against him. So
I have to say that made me really not like either one of them. Like, I already kind of remember we used to say, Ashley, you didn't really care for her. And I was like, why? Like, these last few episodes, you were spot on, which you usually are. Spot on and that kind of stuff.
I haven't actually been the one.
You had a sense of foolishness with her. And, like, she showed her tail this last two episodes. And then Rachel, I'm ready for Rachel to go home. Also.
Yeah. I think the way they handled things this episode with Keanu, when Keanu wasn't doing anything wrong, honestly, I think out of all of the head of households this season, he had kind of one of the more transparent ones. He was like straight up with everybody. He talked to everybody. If he was going to put you up, he told you, like, I don't see anything wrong that he did with his head of household. But
yeah, very true.
Yeah, they were walking around the house arguing. They tried to bring Ava into it. Ava set it down like, y'all, no, keep my name out. If y'all gonna argue, leave me out of it, you know. And like, I like Ava. She's a great character. So what happened after that? Once again, a little bit more of production, emphasizing on the whole Vinny Morgan stuff.
Situation.
Long embraces and.
I mean.
Long
embraces, like.
And a close second with long embraces with
hand under the strap of the dress embrace. Like, to me, like, if that was my man, I would be upset.
Yeah,
I would be pretty upset at home. Like, what are you doing?
That man's going home single. So.
And I guess Morgan go live with him in his parents' basement. So.
I mean, who knows? But so that happened. So Mickey's trying to, rally her votes and whatnot. Vinny's trying to do the same. They're just doing the regular, just going around talking, hey, what you doing, whatever. This wasn't like the most eventful episode, to be perfectly honest with you. It was just kind of like, let's get to the...
It got kind of intense, because I remember I looked at you, I was like, these last episodes have gotten intense. Like the block, where they had to do the little ball thing.
Well, yeah. They did the BB Blockbuster, and Ashley, Mickey, Vinny, and it was a thing where there was like a tube, and each section had a different color, and there was a bunch of balls, and they put them in like one of those things that they have at like fairs and Chuck E. Cheese, where like the dollars fly around, but this was the balls, and they had to put it in order and everything. And as usual, Ashley proved herself to be absolutely worthless.
I don't even know. I feel like when it ended, she had like 4 balls.
Yeah, she had like 3 or 4.
I feel like she didn't even try we'll talk about later, but I feel like she didn't even really try.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, I kind of was rooting for Mickey to pull through, just because I knew she probably was going to end up having to go home if she didn't win. But Vinny is a strong competitor. So is Mickey. She is too. But Vinny pretty much
both right there.
He's competed and he won, right? For the most part.
Yeah, for the most part. Him and they kind of, whenever they're up, one of them will win.
Yeah.
And they were neck and neck, but Vinny ended up pulling out the blockbuster. So he came off the block. So now we have...
That's what Keanu wanted.
Which is what Keanu wanted. So his plan in that aspect worked. As far as... He didn't get Morgan out, but he kept Vinny. So that ended up working out. And then... So now we're down to Mickey and Ashley. And so they have to sit and do their little speeches.
Oh.
And Ashley gets up there and she gets just this cringy, like... She made it very clear, like, I'm not worried about going.
It was so cringy.
And hold on, I want to point something out. Before this, when they're just kind of going through the house and everything, and the house guests are talking and whatnot, Will was kind of starting to notice the tandem of those two, and they were kind of talking about possibly breaking up the Ashley Rachel, you know, aspect of things. You know, just as far as like kind of floating the idea and talking about it. And Will kind of noticed it, and Will didn't like how Ashley was attacking Keanu. Essentially, he was kind of peeking at her from a distance and whatnot. So, but yeah, so they have their little, what do they call it? They're saying their point before they
Oh yeah,
vote.
yeah.
And then they go in there and they start to voting, and with a vote of 7-1, and the only person that vote for this person was Vinny, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Mickey gets sent home, which, you know, honestly, I by far would have rather seen Ashley go, but I guess honestly, I think it was kind of maybe time for Mickey to go. If you know, if it wasn't Vinny, it was time for Mickey to go.
Mm-hmm.
Mickey's cool, but her game.
A lot of them kept saying that they felt like she lied about a lot of things and put their games in jeopardy or whatever. Like, basically, they're trying to say she was selfish.
Yeah, she
played the game.
She spoke out loud too much. Like, she would say stuff that she should have just kept to herself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think she played a decent game, but she was a little messy at times, and it came back to kind of bite her. So she gets sent home. And now we have... now we're down to the jury house, so everybody from here on out is going to the jury house, so that's, you know, going to play a role with the game.
Yeah.
Because now, you know, you do something wrong to somebody, they play a direct role in you getting the money at the end if you make it there. You know, so that should be interesting to see how that plays out. But, you know, it wasn't too crazy of an episode. It was, you know, but not a lot. It was just pretty much, you know, them talking and figuring out who was going to go. And, you know, like I said, I'm really hoping Ashley goes with
I think it's going to be Ashley or Rachel that go home in the next 2 weeks.
It depends on who wins that household. So, I mean...
Has Rachel won that household yet? No.
I don't think she has. No, she hasn't. So we'll see. Hopefully, you know, maybe she will, and maybe she decides to do some backdooring. If she does, it won't be Ashley. So she'll be safe. So, but yeah. I mean, it's a cool episode. We get you know, an episode tomorrow on Sunday. So, you know, we'll definitely be back, you know, reviewing that. But yeah. So do pretty quick review this week, like I said.
He's getting me into Big Brother. The last few episodes I've been, you know, paying attention and whatnot. So hence why I'm back on.
Got a question for you guys that watch this. Should we do Survivor? Yeah. I haven't watched Survivor in a while. Survivor has had its moments. I feel like these shows are starting to, you know, revitalize themselves. So what do you think about Survivor? Let us know. Just drop in comments, you know, or whatnot. But hey, that was episode 27 of Big Brothers. So until probably Sunday and Monday. See you. Give us a like, comment, subscribe though.
And hit the notification bell.
And we will see you later.
Yep.